Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. Well, Quint Allen to return this. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. First carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. He gets forward. That's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Second down give to Tootin. Still finding room past the 45. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
21 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking a gain at about 25 yards.
I just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Tootin on first and 10. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, and the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
On second down, Lawrence. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
They'll throw, third and long. And that's exactly what they needed to begin this game. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas Jr. as they drive 72 yards for the score. PAT is up and good from Little. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars 7, Bengals 0. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And this is going to be out of bounds, so a gain of about 13 on the play. And it'll be first down Bengals.
13 yards on the
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
From the gun, Piron. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Here we go. 180. Lights hot.
Burrow to the air now. That throw finds Jamar Chase. He's hit and taken down after a 27-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Bengals first down.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
180. 11 Thomas.
Looking to throw, Burrow. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
No running here. It's time Brooks. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Burrow back to throw. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Great work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around 4th down. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. This one from an even 40 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This is Allen to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Allen on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Lawrence to throw it. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
1st down, Jaguars.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Tootin gets it from the gun. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel. Doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those.
He's hauled down. They're there for the sack on the final play of our opening quarter. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. It's the Jaguars setting the pace so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They have it 3rd and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring him 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do, try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And they don't get the kickoff, and that's going to back them up 5 yards. Can't get the playoff in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Gun. Got. 180. Got.
Play action now. Burrow. Into the hands of Gesicki. Complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
The throw left side, caught by Brown. They get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. And that's going to give Cincinnati the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. Across midfield to the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
Got a man over the middle. It's Gesicki. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at 31. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first. New set of downs for him from the 31. Burrow gets it out wide quick. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 on the catch, 5 still to go on second down.
11.
Burrow. And that one's going to be incomplete. Third down coming up. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Third and short, it's Burrow. This connects with Higgins. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone on first. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Give on second, it's Brown. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
On one, right? Here we go.
Going power with a big tight end. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
That's what I call a go-for-broke call right there. Had that one saved up for a specific spot, and it fell just short of getting in the touchdown.
Burrow's going to sneak it. And he gets in. Touchdown.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
That one right down the middle. Lead now up to a field goal. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. From the gun, Tootin. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. A great read by the defense there. They attacked and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker,
yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Second down, it's Lawrence. Fits it through the middle. Tackle finally comes in well downfield. That's a gain of about 26. And that's going to earn the Jags a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now Lawrence. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence escapes the pocket. He's going to run for it. He's going to be encouraged to that sideline. Gain of about 18. And it's going to be 1st down, Jaguars.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Absolutely fires this one right side. And the catch won't survive the contact this time. Incomplete. That was a tough-ass partner making that play against double coverage. It's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence throwing here. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Bengals might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Lawrence's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Down by Caleb Ransom.
Brought down by Caleb Ransom. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Brooks now on the return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Off the play fake. Burrow. Finds a man right side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Throwing is Burrow. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. And they've got a 1st down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play.
That's good.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Two on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Burn a pass now on 2nd down. Lays out, what a catch! And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Burrow on 2nd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Travis Hunter reels in the pick. And the Jaguars get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Saiint. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
It's everything he has under this one. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Well, if they would have connected on that one, Brock, that sure would have represented a large chunk of his passing yardage in what's been a pretty quiet game so far.
Yeah, kind of based on how little success they've had and found through the air. Gosh, honestly, Kate, I'm not surprised that one fell to the ground, too.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off on Barry Carter. And the Bengals will take over with the football just outside the 30.
Lawrence's pass intercepted.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that run.
And he'll get this forward to about the 28. Johnny Tavai ranging in for the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You never ever this offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
McPherson's kick is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Hand off to Tootin. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge off the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Rookie Myers, and he's got it. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that is a Jacksonville first down.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
They go play action. Lawrence. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings us a 2nd and 5.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our third quarter. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Start of the fourth quarter now. Lining up here, 2nd and 5. Saiint gets it on the draw. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. That's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. Escapes the defender. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll take the lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here's Jones. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. He could get there. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
Dude, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in, and he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Two-point conversion.
Now Burrow. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5.
14.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. This is Tutu, right side. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this throw's going to be incomplete. They're down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Lawrence looking to throw. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game.
Can't you hear me say this all the time? The NFL's a matchup league. The NFL is a matchup league. It's about getting your talent on a lesser talent. Getting your big receiver on a guy in a contested situation where he can go high tight just like he did.
This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. They get 22 out of that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Here's Tootin up the middle. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that we're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
At the 12-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Lion! Go, high!
Now it's Lawrence. And he's not going to get away. Pressure takes him down at the 19. And that is a couple for him today.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
And they're not going to have time for another play here. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Jaguars trailing by 5. Need something big. It's 3rd and long. Lawrence to throw it. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
You just kind of feel this whole stadium, Kate, about to come unglued one way or another. Some in just glee and happiness, some in rage. That's how close this game has been. One big pass at this point, really decided at the end.
Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 17-yard
Gave away a couple on the
line.
first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Right, 80.
And not too many pass plays end like this one, Brock. He is out of bounds several yards behind the line. It's 3rd down.
He's forced out of bounds.
I certainly don't mind completions nor getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands in a hurry, but that one was way too predictable as it goes backwards.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Caught the football, but it's jarred out before he can secure it. Ooh, they nearly had a big play there on 3rd down, Brock. But a good defensive effort forces 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. He's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here he is to throw. Finds his running back. This is Bashir Tootin. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock. As this one loses yards.
It's a loss of 2.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Multiple ways to attack. Here's second and long. He'll look to throw it. He's got it near the 8. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
Thomas Jr. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
The extra point wouldn't do much for him, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point
Setting up to pass. And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the
Burrow back to throw. And that one goes for a gain of 11. Fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
1st down. 1st and 10.
One with an alternate play here. Burrow setting to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Finds his man, Chase. And it looks like about 4 yards on that 1st down play, Brock, before he sets out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
A 2nd down throw from Burrow. To the right side and wheeled in by Chase. And he's going to be taken down, so calling about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Chased out to his right. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. For the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale